Hi everyone, welcome to QAWithSJ channel. Today we are going to discuss what is a bug and how to create a bug and what is the difference between error, bug, defect and fault. Okay, so basically what is a bug? Not only in software application, in anywhere you can take an example, right? If something is not working as expected, that is a bug, right? In similar fashion, software applications also, if anything, the application, the functionality, if anything not working as expected, as per the requirement, then we can call it as a bug, a deviation from the actual requirement. So basically, so we got a bug. Now, as a testers, we identified it when we are testing the application. Now, what is our next step? So we cannot go to a developer and we can tell him I got a bug, and we cannot share his screen and show them in person, right? So for that we have a bug tracking tools like Jira, Azure, Xray. So these are different bug tracking tools. With these bug tracking tools, we have a login to these to these tools, so that once you log in, there is an option called create. Okay, so in that create button, when you click on it, it will ask you for these details, like what is the title you want to give, and there is a description. Under description, you can add all of these details, and then there are some other fields also you have to provide it. Okay, let's discuss how to create. So these are the tools. Let's take an example of Jira. So when you are creating a bug in a Jira, when you click on a create button, then it will ask you for the title. So the title should be something, should be, when someone sees your title, it should be understandable. So here let's take an example of Flipkart. So now here I'm searching for Apple iPhone. Okay, then what will happen in generally? So when I search for Apple iPhone, all Apple iPhones will be displayed here. Let's suppose, just assume it, okay? Instead of Apple iPhones, when we search like this, all the displayed mobiles here are Samsung. Then which is not a expected ones, right? We search for clearly Apple iPhones. Then if you got Samsung iPhone, then it's a bug, right? So for this, how to create a bug? Let's see. So the title should be understandable. Such result displays Samsung phones when searching for Apple iPhone. So this is the title. So the title is clear. When someone reads it, they're able to understand easily, right? And the next one is steps to reproduce. So here there is a description. There will add, will type these things, steps to reproduce, and steps to reproduce. There is another section also. So there you can add these details. Okay, like uh, you found a bug, right? Then what is the steps you followed? First, we open the browser. I mean, we navigated to search page, and then first we navigated to this home page, and in this search box, we search for what? Apple iPhones, right? So the same things. See, navigate to product search box, search page, and enter Apple iPhone in search box and click on search button. Either you can click or either you can hit enter. So what is the expected result? Only Apple iPhone related product should be displayed. This is what our expectation. But what was the actual result we got? Samsung phone products are displaying such results. So this is a bug. So this is what the actual result currently. This is what the expected ones. So now it is clear, right? So that when someone sees your bug, they will be able to understand easily. Either it could be your Scrum Master or product owner or developer. Okay. Along with actual results, expected results, steps to reproduce and title, there are some other fields in either Jira, Azure, Xray. Okay, we have to provide it. Okay, the severity and the priority. So basically severity has high, critical, low, medium. Priority has high, medium, low. So based on the severity and priority, you have to provide these values. If you don't know the severity and priority, you can leave it low. Okay, so that developer and product owner, scrum master will have a discussion, and you will also part of it, and then they will decide. Okay, so there is some difference, little bit difference between severity and priority. We'll have difference between severity and priority call or session uh, in the next one. Okay, in the next session is about that. Okay, please stay tuned. So basically this is also in a field where you have to select severity and priority. Okay, and the next one is environment details. So in which environment you identify this bug, whether dev environment, a test environment, a stage environment, or pre-prod. So there are multiple environments. So how the environments looks like, let's suppose this is flipkart.com, right? Just for example, I'm showing here, this might not be this might be a different one, like test, or if it is a dev environment, dev. So the application will be same across all these, but there are multiple environments. So test environment mainly for the testers to perform their QA activities, either manual automation. Dev is for developer deploy into dev environment, and they do also do initial checks from their end. Okay, and the stage is next environment, and pre-prod is before releasing the prod. Again, they will have you check all the functionalities in pre-prod environment. So there are different environments, so you have to mention in which environment you identify this bug. And the release version. So when a product is built, we discussed about software development lifecycle. There we have a build, right? So when the product is when the entire code is built, there is a version is created in the GitHub. So each version, each release has a version, like how we have Android versions now. I think currently 14 is running. Like how we have uh, you know uh, other versions like maybe Apple's 16, 17, 18, like that. There is an option called release version. You have to provide. Okay, then again you have to assign it to particular person. If you know that this feature is worked by someone else, like from the development team, then you can directly assign it to a particular. You can tag them, or if you don't know whom to assign it, then you can add it to your product owner or scrum master, so they will take care of it, take care of the to whom to uh, assign it. Okay, so this is the screenshot from the Jira. This I've taken from Google. Okay, there you can see this is the description, this is the title. Okay, this is the steps to reproduce, expected result, actual result, and environment. Okay, so like this we have to provide. And along with this, I forgot to add another one is screenshots or any documentation if it is required. Okay, screenshots and story points. Okay, either one or two or three or five, etc. It follows Fibonacci series. Okay, so screenshots and story points, I will tell you what is a story point and all. Screenshots are relevant docs. Okay, I mean documents. Okay, so that it will be easy for the a developer to understand, or a product owner, scrum master to understand your bug if you have a proper screenshots, right? So they will be able to identify visually. That is always good to have. Okay, and the story points is how much time it will take to fix the bug. Again, you identify a bug and it is confirmed it's a bug. Now developer will start working on it. So how much time it will take. So these story points define how complex it is, severity, and how much time it will take for the bug to fix. Not only for a bug, these story points will be added to a user story, a task, or anything. Okay, in general it defines the efforts, to make it simple words. Okay, so these are all the details should be given when you identify a bug and when you're using any of these tools. So you have to provide all these details in the particular tool, so that when the developer start working on a bug, first they will go through this particular title and steps to reproduce. So they will also try to reproduce from their end, and then they will start working on it. Okay, so severity is, I'll just to give a glance, severity is in a how complexity the bug is, and the priority is how urgency it is. Okay, we'll discuss in detail in the next session. Okay, the next one is, this is how a sample screenshot looks like: title, description, step to reproduce, expected result, actual result, environment, and any issues or any attachment you can add it here. Okay, so the next one is, we are talking about bug, right? So then we have multiple synonyms in English like bug, error, defect, and fault, right? So what are their meanings? First let's talk about error. So developers write their code, set of codes, right? Like either front end code or back end code for the implementation standpoint, right? So once they implemented the code, if they found some issue with their code, that is called an error. This is one of the interview question also people ask mostly from the manual testing questions. Okay, if they find an issue with the code that they have written, either front end or back end, that is called an error. Then what is a bug? Just now we have discussed that any deviation from the actual requirement or result, that is a bug. If it is not working as expected. Then what is the defect? So this bug will be identified by QA, and QA people will create a bug in any of the tools. Then if you remember, you have added the steps to reproduce, right? Then what the developer do? The developer follows your steps to reproduce and the details you have provided, like environment, release version, everything. Then they will also start reproduce it. Once the developer also uh, able to reproduce, and once the developer confirms, then it is called a defect. I hope you understand the difference between bug and defect. And the fault, we have discussed, we have multiple environments, right? Dev, test, trace, pre-prod and all. If if we identify a bug, once the product is released to the market in the prod environment, if we identify a bug in prod environment, then we can call it as a fault. Okay, I hope you understand the difference between error, bug, defect and fault. Okay, so just to summarize, what is a bug? A deviation from actual requirement. How to create? You have to provide. So basically, if you don't have bug tracking tools, you can use Excel or anything, uh, with screenshots and proper descriptions and all, or Word documents also. But most of the organizations follow this process where everyone will have access to these tools, and then you will be adding all the required details. Okay, thanks for watching.